Thank you for tuning in to another segment of Remarkable Portsmouth, a series of short documentaries about people, places, and things woven into the historical tapestry of Portsmouth.
In this episode, we visit one of Portsmouth's oldest nonprofit agencies, the Wesley Community Service Center. For more than 80 years, the Wesley Community Service Center has lent a hand to lift up the people in the Prentice Park community and around the city.
Wesley Center was established in 1937 by the United Methodist Church here in Portsmouth, Virginia. And we are just truly community-based. We're a Christian organization, and we fill in the gap of what's needed here in the community of Portsmouth. So the Wesley Community Service Center, we have pioneered the programs to fill in the gap. And one of the huge programs that we take pride in is our food distribution. In this neighborhood of this Prentice Park area of Portsmouth, it's no grocery stores in walking distance. And this is what I call a walk-in neighborhood, meaning that you should be able to walk to the library, walk to school, and it's nothing here. It's a huge food desert. And so the Wesley, we are here with a food pantry, Meals on Wheels, and actually just filling that gap of things that's needed to feed your household. It's no criteria based here. We usually just ask for a smile and a hug sometimes. But yeah, it's not criteria based. We just really just want to just serve, and we're not trying to be a barrier, create barriers for anyone. Sometimes we have had people that come straight from jail here to come to a community clothes closet to get an outfit or get ready for an interview. When I first started here in June, this one gentleman, he came in here, he learned that the school system was hiring, and he came in here and got a full outfit, and he came back and said, "Ms. Banks, I got the job." And that has truly made my day, and I'm glad I don't see him anymore. That means he's at work, right? So, that's a huge accomplishment. Right now, the services that we offer are line dancing on Saturday, as well as food distribution on Saturday. Food distribution on Tuesday, Meals on Wheels on Wednesday, and we're prepping for our 6-week summer camp, as well as we have a senior program every Wednesday. Back in the day, this was the place to be for daycare, for the preschool, for pre-K. We housed, I think they said we had at one point like 60-something young children here. It was a formal preschool, and the price was $25 per week per student, so that we could help the single parents or parents here in this area of Portsmouth. Last year we did our first year of summer camp, STEM camp, and it was a pilot. So we did 3 weeks and we had 14 children. It was excellent. We went to NASA, we went to Norfolk State, we went to a couple of engineering firms here, Simmons Engineering here in Portsmouth. This year we're going to really go hard for, so we're trying to do 60 children. Well, we will be doing 60 children, and it will be 6 weeks instead of 3. And we're doing STEM, culinary arts, as well as like art, drawing. It's going to be really, really nice. The Wesley Center has always just been able to fill in that need. And right now the need is for our children here in this community to be able to be comparable to what's needed in school with STEM, with science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And people sometimes say they put an R in it, but in order to do all the STEM things, you have to know how to read. I'm a mom, I had children, and we're big on reading, and I know that's not someone's household just to read. So that's why we have the free library outside that we can barely keep full. Volunteers bring us books each week, and we love to see it empty. We absolutely love to see it empty. And we're just trying to grow here in the Wesley Center. Today is the first day of our rehab for the foundation and crawl space in the basement that we received the Community Development Block Grant to actually do the rehabs. The next step in the rehab would be to redo the crawl space, which is on one part of the building, and actually putting a system in there to make it a dry area, and it will also have fans and a dry system to make sure that the moisture is gone. As well as the basement of the building, asbestos was removed, and now we're going to put a sub pump and redo the basement so that it stays moisture free. You know, it's right now it's just basically a wet basement, but our plan is to use it as storage. It came back because this building had a rehab in 2010. So we actually had to move into another facility until the rehab was done. So we came back in December of 2010. So in January, we did resubmit the 2020 Community Development Block Grant, and if funded, we will be using it for a new HVAC system, windows, a roof, and doors, and a security system. I believe that if the Wesley Center was not here, it would be totally different because there's drugs around here, there's prostitution around here, and I just think that the Wesley, so many people are still reverent to being respectful to what's here. And I think the Wesley is like a parent to some other churches here. So many different organizations that say, oh, we started off at the Wesley, a small church or something, and it has just grown beyond the Wesley. And I just think if the Wesley was not here or could not continue to be here, it would just be hunger. I think it would be a lot more prostitution, a lot more drug activity. I think the children would suffer because we feed a lot of children here. During the summer, we had the Portsmouth feeding program here, and we fed children every morning. And it wasn't a criteria if you was a child and you needed to eat. You could come to the Wesley Center.
The Wesley Community Service Center serves about 500 people daily, people needing help with bills, clothing, or food. It fills a gap left by other services for some of the area's neediest families. That's a wrap for this episode of Remarkable Portsmouth, a series of short documentaries about historical people, places, and things in Portsmouth. Hope you'll join us for the next episode. Thank you for watching.